well aware of that, thank you.
You're better off turning back. That cavern is not for mortal feet to tread. Mind, no one's sorer about it than me. Few's the merchant who can cross yon bridge. I'd thought this my chance to make some decent coin.
Have you forgotten something arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Might we remove this hindrance somehow?
I am poised to strike. Just say the word. I expect you'll be wanting my assistance.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I'm up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit. Let's all that wind go to waste.
I will protect you.
Got ya!
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm. Would seem I've some catching up to do.
A result to be proud of.
Leave no stone unturned. 'Tis likely there's aught we've missed.
Indeed. Let us know if we can be of assistance, Arisen. When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last. I've a wellspring of strength that shall never run dry. Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
I grant you roaring flame.
Feast your eyes on this!
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
A flawless execution.
Indeed. 'Twas enough to make one pity our foe. I shall see to it this does not happen again.
Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
We must not let down our guard.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. As a matter of fact, ours is a party of women, by and large.
And I've no objections.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually.
We would do well to keep our distance. Surely naught good can come of that.
Quite right. Let sleeping dogs lie, as they say.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
Flames to smite our enemies.
set upon the...
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike true.
How very inspired. I cannot wait to return beyond the rift and inform my own master of this. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
A firm push is what's needed here.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force.
I can attack at a moment's notice, Master. I expect you'll be wanting my assistance.
Look out!
It cannot weather Ice's numbing grip.
Let my magic strike you with elemental boom. The precision rifle ready.
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Up to be served.
Got ya! You made!
With a ferry stone in hand, we can travel wheresoever we please.
We must save it for a time of dire need. Feast your eyes on
I drive you roaring flame.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Let see. What can we do without?
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
Now there's a thought.
What do you want? I'm in no mood to have my ear talked off, thank you. My back's afire. I can scarce talk for the pain. Leaving at mind, I wouldn't say no to some wildflowers, if you happen to have any with you. A handful of those, and I could prepare a poultice that'd help me make it... What is it now? Unless you brought me some wildflowers, I'd prefer to be left alone. Well, that was most kind of you. My thanks for the trouble. Right, here goes naught. Relief at last. I was beginning to fear that I'd be stuck here for the rest of my days. I've a mind to thank you, sir. Would you look in on me at my home? I live nearby. There aren't too many houses out here, so you'll find it soon enough, I expect.
So Gostaffa spoke of a reward for our efforts. Shall we call upon him at his home? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again. We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
We shall be ill prepared for battle if we rest overmuch. Pray, follow me.
I? Beg pardon, sir, but...
Forgive me, dear. I forgot to tell you. I asked this good sir to look in on me.
Oh, not this again. How many times have I begged you not to bring strangers into our home?
I know, dear, but this one's a kindly sort. Brought me the wildflowers I needed to make it home when I threw out my back.
'Tis always one reason or another, isn't it? And has it e'er ended well for us? Not once. Mark my words, no one wanders this far out unless they are running from something.
This one's different, I promise you. You've heard tell of the Arisen, have you not? The hero who travels far and wide to track and fell the dragon.
Oh? So this stranger claims to be the Arisen? Believe what you will, but expect no hospitality from me. You may tend to our guest yourself.
You will have to forgive my wife. She has her reasons for being mistrusting, but you deserved a warmer welcome than that. Now let me fetch your reward. Wait here a moment.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Oh! Fie! My back! I've done it in again!
Goat stuffer, when will you learn to be more gentle with yourself?
Oh, hold your tongue! All the gentleness in the world won't stop the hurt from coming on when 'twill. It's only gotten worse of late. There's naught for it but to make for the curative spring.
In your state, you'll ne'er reach it. And that's to say nothing of the monsters that haunt the roads out there. They'll be on you in a moment if they see you limping along on your own. Oh, would that I could take you to the spring myself, but alas,
Don't even think on it, my dear. I'd not ask that of you, knowing how crowded places of that ilk make you feel.
But what are we to do? I fear for you, my love.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Fear not. You'll have your reward. I just you'd be willing to accompany me all that way. You see, my dear, what did I tell you? The Arisen's a goodly sort.
Don't be a fool, Gaustuffer. You have barely spoken to this person. What if you are being deceived?
Come. Surely there are far more clever lies to tell if one's intent is to swindle. I'm not sure I can afford to refuse aid so freely given, my dear.
So be it, then. 'Tis plain your mind's made up.
We'd best be along. My back isn't like to fix itself.
Pray see my husband safely to the encampment. I shall await your return.
This curative spring sounds as if 'twould do wonders for an aching back. Let us... See the good dwarf there, post-haste. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Could I trouble to walk a bit slower?
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. Was most effective.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Come, I'll lead the way.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
We're here.
Puh! That's like to make me sick, it is. Still, there's not a swig of newt liquor can't fix, I always say. Boy there, come at a fine time, you have. Care for a rotten egg? 'Twas soft-boiled right here in the hot spring. 'Tis mostly sand, won't kill you or naught. Bought me some newt liquor, have ye? Many thanks, Cos. Don't mind if I do. Aye, that's the stuff. There's naught finer than a gulp of newt liquor. After a hot bath, 'tis bliss, pure and simple. But I'll need me a nibble to go with my glug. Down the hatch. Aye, this is a dream come true. Suppose you deserve aught for your trouble. Here you are, cuz. A soft-boiled egg, specially prepared right here in the hot spring.
At last! I've ne'er seen a more welcome sight. The spring here has been visited since times of elves for its curative properties. I only hope to be able to ease the ache in my back. I'll go have my soak now, if 'tis all the same to you. Can't have Cleona fretting over how long I've been gone. Ooh! It twinges a bit.
'Twould seem I owe you a debt of gratitude. And an apology. True to your word, you have seen my husband safely to the spring. I was so afeard for his well-being, I couldn't bring myself to sit at home, waiting, wondering. So I followed you at a distance, though now I see I needn't have. My husband and I are met with persecution everywhere we turn, you see. More than one village we thought to call home has driven us away. That is why we live in so far-flung a place. Gaustaffer can bear the judgment well enough, but I cannot. You, at least, have proven deserving of our trust. My husband was right about you. You are a kind soul, indeed. I shall not soon forget this good turn you've done my husband and I. You are welcome to visit us again, if your travels should happen to take you as far as our abode. I would fain lend you my skills as magic archer maester. And I'm certain my husband would be only too glad to take up his blacksmith's hammer for your sake.
You earned a favour from the magic archer maester without even meaning to.
Short though our acquaintance may be, your kindness and sincerity have earned my respect. And so, to aid you in your duty, I would grant you this technique. My most
Well now, if it ain't the current arisen, have you come for a dip in the hot spring? Or mayhap to speak with me? Is that right? Suppose I can indulge you a moment. so long as I've a drink in hand. Consarn it. This bottle's empty. Apologies, cuz. But I can't talk with a parched throat.
Well met, sir. How might I...
Well now, have you come for a dip in the hot spring? Or mayhap... Is that right? Suppose I can indulge... Consarn it. Well, have you come for a dip in the hot spring? Or may... Is that right? Have at it then. Time for a few sips.
Greetings. I expect you must be weary from your travels, but you'll find this hot spring well worth the trip. Its healing waters draw upon the volcano's natural heat. Take a dip, and your fatigue shall melt away in moments. Always a pleasure. Fancy a look at my wares?
Bleeding amateurs. No respect for this. What do ye want?
Do you feel the ground tremble underfoot? 'Tis proof that the volcano is very much awake.
Be on your guard. The monster's here.
What brings you here?
Aye, you've my gratitude.
Running low on everything.
I'll gladly stay a while. Even the best of us has its limits, I
Methinks I could improve upon this offer.
I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure.
Tis me they come to see, really.
Now, this is a place to forget one's troubles.
Again. You all seem to fly around here. Not much going on.
Got nothing to fear if I keep my wits about me.
I'm sure I can handle this.
The sooner my duties are concluded,
I dare say I could forget all my troubles
short
here.
rest, then I'll... This is just what I needed.
Lots to do. Have a precious amount of
I
time.
swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
What brings you here?
Got nothing to fear if I keep my wits about me.
What did I get up to today? Fancy a look at my wares?
Right, we've had our soak, so let's get underway before the rejuvenating effects of the spring wear off.
Understood.
Time for a few sips. All out.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
Where the Saurians? Our ice attacks are wasted on this road!
Let my magic grant you an elemental. I will protect you.
more careful. You really ought to know your limits.
It's called taking the initiative, I'll have you know.
You dare!
Odds or not, victory is ours for the taking.
Power surges within me. This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above. Now here's aught of interest. A ballista.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well. I could swear I've seen what's needed here, amidst what we have in storage.
No idle chatter during missions.
Do let me know if you're in need of aid.
Not much going on here about.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I drew the short straw. Must be pretty kind to me.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
That's my thoughts. Now dark paths, this place.
Business could be better, but I'm scraping by.